Today's day one of our Kente Cloth project. You are going to need a lined piece of paper for today, some crayons, some markers, colored pencils, even a regular pencil would do. I'm using lined paper today because I'm assuming a lot of you do not have construction paper at home. If you do have construction paper at home, you are more than welcome to use it. All right, today for our Kente Cloth Day 1 assignment, you are going to choose one crayon. You can choose whatever color you want, and you will be drawing or coloring in your notebook paper very lightly. Ignore if you hear Annalise in the background fussing. She's been getting a tooth in. I'm trying to entertain her while doing this video. Anyway, you're going to color in lightly. Now, it might not even show up on the screen because I'm coloring so lightly, but I want you to remember what we've talked about in the classroom. Hide the paper when you color, which means there shouldn't be any white showing even though you're coloring lightly. I'm going to do this on the entire sheet. After I get done with that, I'm going to get a pair of scissors. And what I'm going to do, if you notice on your notebook page, you have a big space that would normally be towards the top. You're going to cut that big space off by cutting on the lines. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you have these blue lines for your lines that you would be normally writing on if you were writing a paper. You're going to cut up to every two. So if you notice there's this red line here, you're going to cut, stop, cut, stop. So you're going to go cut to the line, stop, and I'm cutting every two spaces all the way across until I can't go any further. After you get done with this, make sure you're cutting on your lines. You don't want to chop it all off. We're going to talk about some of our vocabulary words that were in our Google Slides. The first one that we're going to talk about, and probably the only one we're going to talk about for today's steps, is going to be vertical lines. Vertical lines are up and down. Think about where you might see a vertical line in your house or outside. A tree. The tree trunk would be a great example of a vertical line. How about a light post? Light post, another great example of a vertical line. Is there anything else in your house or around you that you can think of that's a vertical line? Okay, so now I'm done cutting every two spaces. Now, the bottom of this, it's actually 3 spaces. You could either leave it 3, or if you want it to be all even, you cut off the end, so now it's 2, like the rest of the space, and I would just toss that extra strip. Okay, so I want my holes of my notebook to go towards the top, and then I have all these little squiggly loose pieces, okay? My friends that were at Barron last year, we did something similar to this last year, so you should remember this part a little bit. Okay, you're going to choose another color. I could stick with red, or I could choose a different color. Now, with Kente Cloths, you're going to look at the Google Slides and notice the Kente Cloths have meaning. The colors that people wear for Kente Cloths have meaning. So you can look at that chart and you can base it off meaning, or if you want to, you could just stick with your favorite color. Okay, but we're going to stick with one color, so don't switch. And I'm going through and I'm making my vertical lines, and I'm drawing and I'm stopping when I get to that original line that I stopped to cut at. So vertical, vertical, which means up and down, up and down. I'm going to do that all the way across. This is all you're going to do for day 1 of our assignment. Now, if you want to continue to look at the day 2, day 3, and other days of this assignment and get ahead, you may. Otherwise, you can just stop here and be done with art for the week and worry about doing PE, library, and music for the remainder of the week, and of course, your core classes. I hope you're all doing well, and I will talk to you guys later.